Hello, my friends, and welcome to today's stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see so many people in here already. 60 people in here already for the first Team Tommy Invitational. So this will be awesome. As you can see, we have a dual stream upcoming where we are going to play a few games. We are going to talk about the tournament and especially doing something that nobody has ever done in with Golf Clash. Having two people on the stream at the same time, and so yeah, now you can see me here in chat, and I would like to first of all, before I introduce the person that we're going to have here tonight, keep a clean line in chat, guys. Do not use any curse words or like, yeah, stupid language, basically. You know how I want it to be. Also, if you haven't done it already, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can see we're over 11,000 people as a subs. That's awesome. Also, you can be a follower if you're watching on Twitch. Then you have to press the heart button on top of the stream. If you want to support the stream with a few bucks every month, you can be a sponsor on YouTube or a subscriber on Twitch. So, okay then. The person that we're going to have here today, as you can see on the screen, do have a channel name called the T-Box. Him and I go way back when it comes to this game. Got to know him. I think I got to know him, I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 months ago. He's a well-respected player. He's a well-respected man, and also helping out running Golf Clash Elite when it comes to into Facebook. And as I said in the beginning, have the channel the T-Box. So a big warm welcome to Mr. Cam the T-Box. Welcome, Cam.
What's up, guys? What's up? How we doing, guys?
Awesome, glad to have you here. How does this feel to be here on the channel?
Oh, it's great, dude. I mean, I've looked forward to kind of like redeeming ourselves from having the audio technical difficulties and the video technical difficulties when we did our podcast. So I'm glad that we're able to do it the right way this time.
Yeah, oh my god, I remember that. I was kind of sick at that time as well. I just thought like, oh my god, why couldn't we do that another time? But we went to do it, and that was awesome. Glad to see that you guys in the chat also can recognize this person that we have on the screen. And of course, if you have any kind of difficulties to hear any of us, or able to like have problems seeing us, then please pick up in chat, and we'll be happy to answer you here. And I did forget to say that we will of course answer all the questions that we can do in like 1.5 2 hours. So, and have in mind that if you have a direct question for Cam or a direct question for me, put the name first in before you write the question in chat. So yeah, I think, Cam, should we get a game going maybe? So we have a
Yeah,
game in the
yeah,
background.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm going to crush Cam here live here on the channel. I think that will be awesome.
Ooh,
I,
ooh.
I think that
Smells like a bet. Smells like a bet.
yeah. Can Cam read the chat as well? Yeah, he will. He is able to read the chat on YouTube, and I'm going to read up questions when it comes from Twitch, if that's happening. So you can interact. Please put as many questions as possible. We're going to try to keep us to the tournament that comes up and starts tomorrow. Should we go like with the? I think we should go like with the quarterback, Cam, and then we can go with the Viper as we're going to play Tour 2.
Okay, so quarterback, gotcha. Viper or sniper?
Viper, Viper.
Viper with a V.
Yeah,
Okay.
with a
All right. Interesting.
yeah.
Should we go with the Grim Reaper then as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We do go with that. And should we get the Apache, the Kingfisher, or the Runner? What do you think?
Ooh. Let's see. Let's go with Apache. Let's go with
Apache.
Apache. I
Yeah,
like that 32 accuracy.
yeah. And then we
Like
go with the
catches my
fire.
eye.
Then we go with the Firefly. Otherwise, we will miss
Oh,
everything.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. And then we take the Machete. We have some backspin. And last but not least, we use the Malibu, but we won't be in the rough. So, bunker. Bunker, so.
All right.
Cam,
interesting.
Cam, a question for you. Can you beat Tommy with beginner clubs?
Can I beat Tommy with beginner clubs? Ooh, I don't know. We might have to see if we can do that.
Absolutely, and as everybody can see here on the screen, I actually have I'm 3-0 up against Cam when it comes to friendlies. Mm-hmm. So
and 2 of those I missed on purpose. To go to a shootout.
Yeah. So and guys, we're going to have Play Tour 2 in the background, and hopefully we are able to get some of the Vineyard Acres. Hope so. And then we're going to go through all the tournament holes, hole 1 to turn 9. Try to like get both like views on it, and hopefully you will be able here in chat to tell us what you think. So but yeah, otherwise Cam, how do you see about this new tournament? No new holes, no new balls. What's your thoughts?
So starting out with the tournament, I actually do like the tournament a lot. The last tournament we did with these holes was the Wine Valley tournament, and I ended up first and second in my expert bracket. So I took first and second place because I entered them at the same time.
Boom!
And I didn't know that I didn't know at that time that it put you in the same bracket. So I'm actually pretty confident about this. The only dislike I would say is I would like to see Masters have a split between Berserkers and Kingmakers. I would like to see it be 50-50.
And maybe
that's really the only like issue that I would have, I would say.
Maybe a stupid question from my end, but why why split it with the balls? Why not have just Kingmakers or just Berserkers or something? Why split it? Do we need Berserkers?
Well, Berserkers are good for tournaments, but your regular average gameplay ball is going to be, especially when you're in Tours 10 and 11, is going to be a Kingmaker. That's like the most important club or the most important ball in the game. So when you get up to the level, when you start playing Masters, I feel like you need Kingmakers or something like that for everyday use, especially when you're trying to stay in Masters 1 or Masters 2 or Masters 3. You're going to use up a lot of those for your weekly standings and for chess and stuff like that. So it's really good to have, I call it ball conservation. So if you can pick up, a win or a second or a third in expert or something like that and have a good amount of Kingmakers, then you can go up and play in the Masters division. But if you don't have Kingmakers to do that, then you have to drop back down to expert, and you want to be able to compete with the best, but you don't have the balls to do it. You don't have the balls to do it.
Nah, I completely agree with you. And as we see here from Phil Hulks in the chat, I agree, but would be good to share Berserkers and Kingmaker through Pro and Expert too. I would say that, yeah, absolutely, to have some Berserkers down in the lower levels. I'm never figuring out why Berserker is so valuable when it comes to when it compares to what kind of Kingmakers or like Dead Balls. Something I know it's a special ball, but yeah, get in the hole. Yeah, it will be in.
Oh no!
Oh, close.
Oh, I was so ready to hit that siren button too. I was waiting
you have it with you.
I do have it with me. I'm not gonna break it out yet. One of us has to make a siren-worthy shot.
Okay, that's good. To Cam and Tommy from A Milner 73 on Twitch, wouldn't you like to see Dead Balls in Master for top 10 finishers, then Kingmakers off the top 10?
I'm confused by what you mean. So doing Dead Balls instead of Berserkers in Masters?
Yeah, I do think it's like Dead Balls, yeah, in Master for top 10 finisher, then Kingmakers off. Okay, so top 10 should receive Dead Balls, and after top 10, from 11th down to 100 should get Kingmakers, like no Berserkers at all?
I do think that the Berserkers do play an important role, especially in the tournaments and especially when people run out of snow globe balls. Berserkers are going to be the next choice, followed by the footballs to get the least amount of wind resistance. So I think that they like it's not the fact that, oh my goodness.
Put it out there, the Grim Reaper.
Oh, the Grim Reaper. All right, let's see. Okay. Give me just a second.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
No problem. I can continue to answer that question, but and again, it's a Berserker, like a couple of packs Berserker is good to have. If we do have like long holes, now we're going to play 2 par 5s that you are absolutely needed. Absolutely needed to go long, and it's hole 5 and hole 9. We need that little extra distance. So I do see it be good to have a few packs, but like getting 300 of them is too much in my end.
I completely agree with that. I don't want to see Berserkers leave the game. Like I said, like I think that they are important for par 5s and tournaments, but you just don't need them. They're not like a necessary thing to have in the game. I would much rather see like the winner of a Masters tournament get 200 Berserkers and 300 200 Kingmakers, or do 300 Kingmakers and 100 Berserkers. So have some sort of ratio from Kingmakers to Berserkers. I think that would also incentivize people that only play Expert to move up to Masters, because you can get more and better cards and the best ball in the game.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, easy win, as I would call it. But okay, we'll see here. What's your favorite ball? I think we both can answer that. I will go directly with a dead ball. Since I won that Creepy Cliffs tournament, I got 400 dead balls. That has definitely made it a lot easier for me on Tour 11. I only have like 10 packs left, so try to not use it so much. But so, what about you, Cam? You say basic ball or?
Basic ball, yeah, basic ball for everything. I would say dead ball too. I only have 3 packs left from the tournaments, so I'm also trying to conserve those. But like if we're just going like everyday ball, then definitely Kingmaker.
Yeah, that's true. Kingmaker, absolutely. Tommy and Cam, do you think it would be good to make a tournament tour that's specific? Trying to find the holes in Tour 7 is difficult. And as I can understand that question, understand that question would be like, when we now have a tournament that is on Tour 7 Vineyard Negro, that we only should get those holes. I know people have been struggling, especially on Tour 2, to get any of the holes that we're actually going to play. And to just get my point of view of that, and I do think that would absolutely be something that should be needed to do. Like, people should be able to practice. That would just cause people play more and more. Now people just stay away if they can't practice on Tour 2. They will not go up to Tour 7 because they're maybe not in that level. So I think it's weird that we can't find anyone in Tour 2. Amelia, so yeah, she's not sleeping.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I really don't even have anything to add, because you're basically spot on with it.
Yeah,
that's absolutely 100% true.
That's good. But how are you guys feeling in the chat? It's kind of hard when I'm usually so focused on myself. Now we're 2 people here. It's lovely to see Cam so focused when he's on his way to take a shot. I wonder if I look like that when I take a shot. Maybe this is kind of a trash talk in the middle of a shot. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
It would go to the green anyway.
Hopefully it gets down that hill. Oh, I didn't think I had to overpower it. Get down the hill.
We need to put out a siren soon.
That was bad. I didn't think I had to put that much top spin on it. I didn't practice my Viper game before the stream, so I gotta get used to it a little bit.
Oh my god, yeah, Viper is not... Ta på dig täcket.
Ian said, Cam sports that beard so much better than Tommy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it looks good too.
Actually,
Dude, I've been trying to, like, it's getting so close to where I can like curl it.
oh my,
To where I can curl it up here, and then I wanted to shave everything off and just have one of like the curly Q like mustaches, have maybe like a monocle, dress up in a suit, be the Monopoly guy for Halloween or something like that.
would be... I would love to see that, to be honest. Like, get down there. There we go. Yeah. Okay. What's your score goals this week and for the tournament? Oh my god, that's a hard question. I do feel it's so hard to answer that before we know which type of wind it get. I do hope we will get something else than tailwind. And if we do get kind of like tailwind on par 5s, and then we get like headwind, sidewind on the par 4s and par 3s, then we would see no, like 1%, maybe eagle, if not less, like a 0.5% of the people eagle hold 9, even with tailwind. Because even with a snow globe ball, like on Masters and other, we won't be able to reach over. That's maybe if you have a Apocalypse 7 with the topspin and stuff like that, but it would be hard. So I would say like -11 would be my general guess, if we're not getting crazy tailwinds so we can reach green and stuff like that. So
yeah, I would agree with that as well. Man, this in between stuff, I don't. Look at this gap between the Viper and the Grim Reaper. Like this gap, like that's where I want to hit it right there.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh, I don't even know where to aim here.
We need a hole in one, I feel. We need some screaming, gelling.
Let's see. Let's do it this way. There. There. I don't know. I don't know how to put this glove. Just get to the hole. Just get to the hole. Yeah, get in the hole. Yeah, get in the hole. Let's go.
Boom. Come.
Oh, sound those sirens. Let's go.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, we needed it. Yeah. You gotta want it, boys and girls. You gotta want it.
I don't know. Nej, jag vann inte. Amelia asked me if I won, but no, I didn't. Probably not.
That's all. Good. It feels so good. It's such a hard shot.
Definitely. When did you play with the Green Reaper before? Like, I've never played with it, I think.
Never. Probably like maybe when I just unlocked it.
Yeah. Wow, I'm short. Not even close.
Oh.
Yeah, but we got a hole in one. Lovely to see the chat going kind of like a bomb it. That's just awesome. Let's see if we missed some of the.
I'm sorry. Oops. Yeah. You can't win them all.
No, definitely. It's like if somebody gets a hole in one, that's the ultimate pressure, especially when you have like no idea how to use with the spin and stuff like that for the first shot there. What do we see here? Let's see if I missed something.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Let's see if we missed. Yeah, we did. A question here from Martin Schwartz. Are we going to see a podcast 2.0?
Ooh, it's a good question. We could. Absolutely. Like I don't have an issue with doing it. The only thing I would say is like it would basically be going over what we've already talked about. Yeah. So I mean it would make it look good, better visually, but the content would be the same. So I mean I don't have a problem doing it. I would love to. It would just be like a redo as opposed to like something new. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, I have no problem with it. And as you said, there is not that much more to say than the things that we actually said before. We went through everything. I don't know how long we did talk. We missed like all the talk about Golf Clash in the end, right? Didn't got uploaded.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the podcast went for, I believe it was like 58 minutes. It was like just shy of an hour.
Yeah.
We had like an hour and a half of content, but it stopped recording it after like right before we started talking about Golf Clash. It was like as I was transitioning into like the whole Golf Clash topic, it just like stopped.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with the machete here.
Henrik says, "Cam, do you think I will win this tournament?" Absolutely. Yep, I do. I think you're good enough to win it twice, Henrik.
Which level are you going to play, Cam? Are you going to play one in expert, one in masters, or how do you plan?
I haven't decided yet. I'm definitely gonna have at least one in expert, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna go 2 in masters or 1 in masters. I want to do my Jack Daniels account on masters, and then I've only got 8 packs of Kingmakers, so I kind of have to. It's either gonna have to be this tournament or next tournament. I'm gonna have to play expert to get more Kingmakers. Otherwise, I really don't stand a chance in the Masters tournaments.
And that is the problem. I really do hope we will see some change with the price at there. There is some rumors that goes that we will be able to see some changes with that in some way. And for me, I actually felt like this one will go in. Oh, short.
Little short.
I love those little sounds like.
Get to the chopper. Not the boomer.
Jag vet inte gumman, det var tokigt. Daryl M is in the house. Welcome.
That's what MasterCard's for.
True.
That's right.
Yeah, so many people in here. We're 150 people in total watching this first. I was about to say round, but this first stream called the Team Tommy Invitational. We're going to have different people along the road here. We start off with the Cam and the T-Box to get something really good here going. And also, if you haven't opted in or like applied for a spot, I do search for a caddy to one of my accounts during the upcoming tournament. So if you do want to be my caddy, or at least give yourself a shot for being it, that would be like you're choosing the clubs that I'm going to use. You are also going to give me instructions before each holes, and you are basically going to be my right hand, so don't screw it up. But
we all know how bad we want to be Tommy's right hand.
Yeah, that hand. Oh, yeah. So you can apply for that, or yeah, join in on that on the team page, Team Gold Clash Tommy on Facebook. So okay, Cam, I felt like this was something maybe for the I went with 2 the last time. I'm going to go with just 1.5, almost 1.5. Like, who are you? If we're going to take that question, I felt like I should have asked you that in the beginning. I know many people do know who you are, but in general, who are you? How old are you? And etc. etc.
So my name is Cam. I'm 27 years old. I live in the United States. I'm from Holland, Michigan. I'm single, no kids. I started playing Golf Clash. I think I missed the first tournament or the first 2 tournaments. I started playing right after the Easter tournament. So I don't know how many tournaments were before that, but I think it was just that one, or there was one before. I joined Golf Clash Elite. Oh man, I lost.
Yeah,
I joined Golf Clash Elite 7 months ago. Let's see, it became an admin probably, or a moderator probably like 5 months ago. Became an admin shortly after that. Then basically what kind of like set me apart was I did the podcast with Tommy. We became like really close friends. We started talking to each other pretty much like nonstop from after we did the podcast. We really kind of like we hit it off really well. Like we didn't argue, didn't fight, didn't anything like that. We were always on the same page. So um, yeah, that's basically who I am in a nutshell.
That's awesome. And of course, for each and every one that are listening to this and watching this, if you do have any questions for Cam, do not hesitate to send them to chat. It's like we are here to help out, not just about the tournament. We do want you guys to get to know us a little bit better as well. We think it's with the streaming part, we both put a lot of time to streaming and and helping people in general through the community. And of course, as Cam said, we are both in Golf Clash Elite, biggest Golf Clash group on Facebook. So if you haven't joined that already, yeah, just jump in Facebook, join. You will get so much help from there. There are players from 0 trophies up to max trophies we get. I think, don't we see like a new maxed out player every day? I think I see somebody maxed out every day. I think that is so awesome to see when people do that. It's such a milestone.
Yeah, I would say yeah, it's something close to every day. We've got so many like great players inside Elite. It's I mean, you could sit here and try and name them off, and it would take one whole stream to do it. There's just so many people, so many good influences in the game, so many good players, good tournament players, good live players, stuff like that. So definitely join Elite if you guys haven't done so already.
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean,
So let me catch up on some of the chat. That was pretty close.
Yeah, it was. I was about to say I was kind of impressed.
Panduka says Cam's playing with the Nokia 3310. No, I'm actually playing on a S7, Samsung S7. That's what I use.
And that is so. I'm impressed. I know I played myself with the phone in the beginning, and I maxed out playing on my iPhone. I think it was iPhone 6. But since I changed to the iPad Mini, it's like, yeah, it's such a big difference with hitting it perfect, and yeah, it's kind of hilarious what a big difference it is. I'm going to scroll up and see if we have somebody on Twitch here. I'm the only one that can see. Yeah, I see the questions on Twitch. Let's see, we have. We're going to take this one from Jesse Booth. Yeah, Booth. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that is my problem. What do you guys think about the way prices are handled? Why, if random, do so many of the cards we receive? Yeah, okay, so why is the cards random, and why is the cards basically, yeah, you can win, but you get less better cards than you get in a 10th position. I saw like one person got in the 100th place in expert, got 16 Cataclysm cards. How, and yeah, I don't know.
I would say that is something. So if people don't know, that's called RNG. It's just basically like random number generated. So it's just basically random. That I would like to see tweaked a little bit. When you win a tournament or take second or third or fourth or fifth, when you finish in the top 10 or something like that, you kind of expect to get at least some good cards based on your positioning in the tournament. So I don't know. I guess it's speculation, but I think for me, I would say it's too much RNG. I think it needs to be a little bit more like if you win, you're guaranteed at least, X amount of these cards or X amount of this or something like that, to where it's a guarantee of like that your time and your effort and your scores like aren't just like down the drain, basically. You know what I mean?
I completely feel the same way. It is hard to wake up Monday morning and have maybe top 3 or like 5th place, and then you watch the community people getting Apocalypse cards for that and Cataclysm card for that, and of course it's hard when those clubs or maybe the Spitfire as well, are the only clubs that people in general want to have as epics, and which means like if you get anything else, it's not good. Ooh, that was
it's right there. I want it so bad. You gotta want it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, jag såg ni. Oh my god.
Somebody said in the chat, Imran said, Cam, what is my channel name? Right down there. Right there. The T-box.
Other side.
Here. Other side?
Yeah, other side.
This side?
Yeah, exactly. That.
Down here. Right down here. So it's the T-box. It'll be, if you just search, if you just search the T-box, it'll show up. The T-box logo should show up. It'll say Cam Elvis stuff for the T-box. That is my channel.
Okay. We do have a long question for us here, and from Gianluca from Italy. We'll see if I can. Did you expect the Team Tommy and the T-box to gain this popularity when you started everything? I see a different Tommy and a different Cam with the respect from a couple of months ago. What has this stream been given to you as a person? Do you want to start or should I?
If you want to start, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're just gonna talk. Sean Densmore, thanks a lot for subscribing to the channel, buddy. Welcome. First of all, my friend from Italy, great question. Hard question to answer, basically, but to just start, when I started stream, I remember I was talking to a Swedish friend that played this game a lot. And I played it a lot as well, and I was on my way to max out for the first time. And I felt the game was kind of, for me at least, at that point, kind of easy. And then he asked me if I'm not going to, if I was able to stream for him so he could see me play. And when I started that, he started to learn. Then I started to like get more active in the community. And in the end, for me, it has been, first of all, I've learned. That was kind of loud. I'm going to maybe turn that down. I've learned, first of all, the English I've been getting such a bad English. But most of all, I've been getting so many friends. I've been getting to know people all across the world. Like, for example, the siren is there.
Oh, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. Get in the hole!
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to turn...
Sorry, Nick, I didn't mean to wake up your cat.
Yeah, no, I'm going to turn... like, basically turn off that sound here so we don't get... then, like, the audio for, like, the subscriber voice. It was really, really loud.
Was it?
Yeah, it was really loud. I was scared myself. Yeah, now I've been getting to know people from all over the world. Like Cam, you live in the United States. People like Adam from Malaysia. So many people from the UK, etc., etc. So I'm just, and of course with the channel, with streaming and YouTubing, it has been a big part of my life. Wow. I missed that one. Shouldn't have.
Oof.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
So, yeah, definitely. So, I would say in the end, it has been. I've been getting as such a better person in general with everything, and I have. So much to thanks for this. I had a hard time for me last year with. Not last year, 2016, through basically in the middle of 17, where I have a big problem with Amelia and her mom and stuff like that, and the stream videos, being able to help people, that has been getting me a different way to see on live, combined with having a lot of fun. So again, I say it every stream. A big thank you for everybody that has been making this possible. We are, for my part, over 11,000 subscribers, and I couldn't done it without each and every one in here. So thank you. So,
yeah, that's a great answer. Absolutely. And I know that you and I both, we really do enjoy just making content for the community itself. Like, it's not about like becoming like popular, or it's not about anything other than just like producing content, because like the reason that I started to produce content was because like when I joined Elite, I wasn't a very good player, and a lot of people, including Tommy's streams, made me a lot better at the game, like watching, taking notes, playing tournaments, getting advice from different people inside of Elite. There's so many people that I would have to thank. But that's why I kind of got into it, was because so many people helped me get to where I wanted to be in the game, and to help me max out, and the advice that I was given and all of that kind of stuff. Like, I wanted to be able to give that back in my own way. And I used to stream some like Xbox, so like Call of Duty and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, this ball's taking forever.
Getting on. Getting
Don't
on.
you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you
We
dare.
will be close. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
close.
No. but no, I wanted to be able to give back to the community in a way that that I was good at. And I know that I do have some experience with streaming, so I figured, you know, I have a very upbeat personality. Like, it's something that I enjoy doing. It's something I'm good at. So I started doing it. Probably, I've had a YouTube channel for probably since like 2002 or something like that, but I really didn't produce any content on it. Or no, not 2002, like 2007. I really didn't produce any content. It was just for watching content. But then when I started to get into Golf Clash, and once I maxed out, and once I was on my way to maxing out and stuff like that, that's when I started streaming and taking a little bit more seriously. So it's basically good on you. You basically got me into streaming because I wanted to give back in a way that that I got the information. So
I think it's I love to hear the stories behind why people do the things that people do, and as you know, as you support the things that we are doing in Team Tommy, you know we support the things that you do on your channel as well. And me myself, if I'm a constant follower and watch every video, especially the streams. I love the stream. I love the siren.
I just read Luke's comment.
Yeah,
this girl can't look like the kind of guy who will dunk an albatross, punch you in the face, and take your girl all in one match.
Yeah.
Some say.
Yeah, and thanks a lot everybody for the kind words. To see that now when I scroll up a little bit, and yeah, Luke, that was really fun. We have a question from we do have a question from Twitch. Chris, the basic ball white. What / where do you see this game in 1 more year? So like, I'm not like just because it's a bad question. I'm just doing like because it's so hard to see. Myself, I do hope to see in 1 year basically see team play. I would love to see that, and I hope that will be a possibility. I do see if we are going to play this game as it is right now, even though if they release new tours, etc., etc., I do see people getting kind of tired of the same way of play, especially for me myself. And of course there will come new players, but in the end that will water itself out. So I do hope we'll see some improvements when it comes to new clubs, team play, different tournament formats, like playing only with beginner clubs, etc., etc. If the game is still playable in 1 year, yeah, I'm 100% sure of that, to be honest. So yeah.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that the things here. Let me shoot this shot here really quick. The things that that I would like to see changed. Team play is one of them. I think that that would be really, really cool. I would be close. I would be happy with that. I would like to see Tour 12 at least, maybe even a Tour 13. New clubs would also be something that I would be an advocate for. Either that or like, I guess what you could do is create a Golf Clash 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why golf?
but
Why Golf Flash 2? Why? What should that be doing? I know. I heard that like it was way back. It was like in maybe June or July last year. I heard somebody that I will not say the name on saying that, oh, I'm totally sure. I heard Playdemic say it would be a Golf Clash 2, and then of course that was just answered with at that point a bunch of laughs, and that there is so much more to do in the game, and me myself can't see. I understand way of Golf Clash 2 getting the hype up again and stuff like that, but I do would think they should be able to evolve this game instead.
yeah,
Like,
because if you think about it from a logical standpoint, like if they don't put in, if they just keep the game as is, right? Just keep it as is, don't add anything new or anything like that. Eventually, what is going to happen is everyone is going to have maxed out everything. Like if you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road or whatever, if you don't add things, then everybody is going to have everything. And then at that point, when everybody has everything, the only reason that you would play would be for the competition. You wouldn't be, the chests would mean absolutely nothing. That would decrease people buying gems, and then basically the game would just fizzle out. So you either have to add in new holes, new tours, new tournaments, new styles, new gameplays, new this, new that, or create a new game itself to where everybody is basically on a level playing field again, and then to where it now becomes more new and exciting, and you create a new game as opposed to adding on to an existing game. So you can go either way, but eventually they're going to add in new things. You have to, otherwise the game just people stop playing it.
yeah, and that we definitely are on the same page. I'm going to. My daughter is coming here to just sit here with us.
Amelia!
Kan jag säga hej gumman? Kan du vinka? So 3 people on stream here now. We're going to see here if we can find another question, or like we have a lot of questions, but Tommy and Cam, how do you hit perfect shots so often?
Ooh, I can give me just a second.
Yeah.
Not like that.
Just because of that.
Not like that. So that one could miss. So there's a way that I do it. Way that I do it is I always go from the same side. So if I always wait for the needle to go from the left to the right, and then try and hit it perfect from the left to the right. If you switch back and forth and this and that, like it, just pick one way and stick with it. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of treat it like a pendulum. So when it gets on perfect, I'll say like I say like tick in my head. So I think of it like a clock. So say like tick, 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 and then I try and release when I like am thinking it's gonna be at the top. So I guess that's kind of like the best way to describe how I do it. Like I don't know if you do it the same way or not.
I do always release when it comes from left to right. No, sorry, no, right to left actually.
You do right to left.
Right to left, yeah. And it's all about the muscle memory basically. As for both of us, we do play the game every single day basically. I have maybe not played a whole like 2 days in the last 6 months, something like that. But it sits there, and if you play, if you play a certain amount of games, and then you start to feel when it comes, and then you can basically release release for that perfect shot more and more. For me, a big game changer with hitting it perfect was when I changed to the iPad mini. Not to tell people to go out and buy a new tablet, but for me that was a big change, and I would see myself having a really tough time to really tough time to switch from that, actually. So
let's see. Scott says, Cam, Tommy, what do you think about all the disconnects you now get when people see your rating and don't want to play you? I actually don't get that often, to be completely honest with you. I don't. I get it every once in a while. There'll be like 1 or 2 people that disconnect. I just worry about the things that I can worry about. I worry about the things that I have control over. If somebody doesn't want to play me and they want to back out, that's fine. I'll just go back and do another match.
Yeah. And I did basically myself as well. I did when they did change when it came to get in the hole. Come on, give me that one.
Get in there.
I can't be closer than that. It's like, oh my god.
No.
Yeah.
So close.
Yeah, the disconnecting part, it was a big problem now with the update, but it took like 48 hours, then it was fixed again. And of course, I do feel until they did compensate everybody, I do think that each and everybody has been getting refunded the coins, but at least we all got the balls. I didn't lose anything through that, but I got the balls as well, and some gems and stuff like that. So I think it's I think in the end they handled it well, but of course I was very critical when it came to the things that did happen. It's not fun. It wasn't fun to see in Elite, basically. So we have a club question here. We can take that as well. Guardian 7 or Sniper 9 for Tour 9. You guys.
I just actually on my other account I just finished Tour 9 with Sniper. So you can go Sniper 8 or Sniper 9. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't Sniper 9. So I would say
Guardian 7, Sniper 9.
I would say Sniper, especially for
Amelia.
the par 3 that where you normally play it. It's got that slope down. You play it off the rough and it rolls right into the hill. I don't play it that way. I play it off to the left, or sorry, to the right, and then just like full backspin curl. It just you can go either way because Guardian, the accuracy is 90, so you're really not missing out on too much. But I would just say Sniper 9 just for the extra accuracy.
And I agree with that. I have a lot more love for the Guardian, and I know Raven has 100% love for the Guardian. I know that, so I'm sorry in advance to you, buddy. But Guardian is a really great club, but Sniper in general. Sniper 9, Sniper 10, there is not that much that compete with that, especially if you're playing with a special ball. And now when they changed back to have the regular holes on Tour 9, then I say definitely Sniper. No question about that. So see here, we get an Albatross, and Amelia is having fun at the camera. Getting the hole. Can we get an Albatross? Oh! Do we have like fan of you both? Good luck tomorrow, Michael Manvilker. Thanks a lot, buddy, for the kind words in chat to us both. Tommy, what is the best course? I would say Southern Pines on Tour 11. For me, I think when they did release that one, it was the first time they did release any holes that were difficult. And you need to have in mind that the Tour 11 I did start to play the game in March, and we only had up to Tour 10 at that point. And then they released Tour 11 in the beginning of April, and Tour 11 was basically the first ever tour where you actually had to think when you played. Not to be stupid against anyone, but having like... think about the elevation, think about so many things that you maybe didn't do before, and that was a big game changer for me. So that's why I love it so much, because it suits my game perfectly to actually have to think a little bit when you play.
Yep, I would agree. I like Southern Pines. It's like the it's like the OG course. It's like the Augusta of Golf Clash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like the it's Tour 11 is like the pinnacle of Golf Clash. Everybody wants to be maxed out at 5170. You got to fight the Tour 11 grind. Um, so I think that's definitely my favorite course is just because once you like conquer Tour 11 and back when I maxed out, like Tour 11 was only that's all it was Southern Pines. It didn't have the extra the Milano courses, right? Is that what
Mm.
they're
Yeah,
what's in there? The
Milano,
Milano, yeah.
Sunshine Glades, and Southern Pines at the moment. Santa Ventura is
Yep.
not there as it is right now.
Yep, that all that stuff was not there. All it was just Southern Pines. So like once you accomplished it and once you beat that course and beat everybody that you played enough, it just felt good. And you can't really you can't get better than that course, I guess.
Now,
Get in the hole! Oh,
we are close now to get something. You have got two balls to drop. I have nothing yet. Oh my god. Trying to keep up with the questions, guys. I'm sorry if we do miss a question. Do send. Yeah, just.
Braylon Trout says, Cam and Tommy, how long did it take to learn how to hit perfect for full power shots? Hitting perfect for full power shots is kind of the same thing as hitting it regular with no power. You just the needle obviously does move faster, but you just use that same. Well, what I do is I use that same tick method. So every time I just treat it like a grandfather clock or something. Every time the needle hits perfect, I just say tick in my head. So it's tick, 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 and then I just try and release when I say tick in my head.
Yeah, yeah. I can say exactly the same thing. And for some reason, I do when I do hit the. I watch the.
Let's do different clubs.
Yeah, yeah, that can do. Absolutely. I remember now when I played the rookie division with just beginner clubs, I did basically hit perfect all the time with max overpower. I felt that was really really weird. We could go with Amelia. So I felt that was really weird. I think it's much in your head as well when you do play, because you go in the mindset, oh, now I need to overpower the shot. Now it's so difficult to hit that perfect button. Then of course in the mental way it definitely gets a lot harder. Should we go with the rock or something, or the big topper to get some top spin, or what do we want?
Let's we can do the rock. I'm all right with the rock.
I've never played
Do
with
that.
rock.
Let's go sniper just so we
Yeah.
can get some maybe we can get some sirens.
Yeah. Yeah, and
What level's your tsunami?
Tsunami 5.
All right, mine too. All right,
Yeah.
tsunami it is.
Tsunami it is. And then what do
Yeah.
we have? Should we go with one of the main short arm Thorn or the Hornet?
We can do Thorn
Yeah.
dunks.
Yeah, dunks. Yeah, awesome. I love dunks. And then we can just keep the wedge, and the other clubs doesn't
Okay, yep.
really. Of course, the Nirvana, but if we end up in the rough when we play Tour 2, then we have to blame ourselves, I guess. Where do we have you then? Do we have? So Tour 2. See if we get any of the tournament holes. We need to go through that as well. Before
I know, right?
yeah. So we're going to see first of all Tanner Lyle. Hey buddy, welcome in here. Then we're going to see get Amelia to pick the clubs. Oh my god! And we got the beginner clubs. But basically she loves the purple ones, so I will just be going with epics. What do we have more? There we go. Tommy and Cam, what is your hobbies in everyday life? Is it me? Yeah.
Ooh, question. I would say my hobbies in everyday life. I'm in a pool league, so billiards. So I like to play pool. I used to play poker for a living, actually. So I do enjoy playing poker. Oh, that was bad. But let's see, what else do I do? I work at a bowling alley, so I enjoy bowling. I'm a fairly good bowler. Um, what else? What else? What else? I like Jack Daniels, just a little bit. Um, but yeah, other than that, I'll play some like Call of Duty from time to time. I'll play Madden from time to time. But other than that, that's pretty much Cam in a nutshell.
Yeah, what do I do on the future? You can see one. Oh wow, 4.
Whoopsies.
Hit the rough. No. Okay. Fit.
Should be good.
Perfect drive. Perfect. Exactly how I wanted. Exactly how I wanted it. No, as you know, I do have my little queen here, Amelia. That is one of my hobbies. But also, I do love all kinds of sports like Winter Olympics. It's all up and running. The television goes like 24 hours a day. We took our first goal with Sweden, Charlotte Kalla, during like the first race with the skis. So that is a big thing for me. I do love poker as well, but I would say the thing that I spend most amount of time on when I'm not doing golf, Clash, or anything else is basically to hang out with friends, meet up with friends, try to go away to different parts of Sweden, because I have been moving a lot, especially when I was younger, with work and stuff like that. So I do have friends on different places around in Sweden. So I do try to get to meet up with them as well. So that is basically my answer when it comes to that. But we'll see. I mean, yeah.
Braylon says, Cam Tommy, was it hard to hit with high wind when you started? Back when I started, it was the game, and I know Tommy can get in the hole. Get in the hole.
Oh, close.
I know that Tommy can attest to this too. When we started, winds were completely random. So one person could get on a par 5, you could get tailwind and have an easy eagle, and then your opponent would get headwind and not even be able to get halfway to the green. So and then that was tournaments included.
Yeah.
So the winds were completely random. There was no set winds or anything like that. So that I would say was one of the biggest, the hardest things to deal with before they made the updates and the changes to the wind was just the randomness to it.
Definitely agree. With the wind part, especially in tournament, I don't know how many times we have been talking about that and working on that to get a change. I remember when they started with Masters, there were so little people that were playing. We had like 3 brackets in Masters, and were like it was so tough. And if you didn't play and match up against another person, you get a non-live player, and that non-live player did always make 1 shot less than normal. So on a par 4, that person made a par. On a par 5, that person made a birdie, and on par 3, they made a par. So I remember I see myself having headwind when it comes to par 5, like 12 miles per hour headwind. You had to get in the hole.
Let's go, familia! There we go. Getting those great hole-in-ones. We're not going to complain about it.
Oh my god, I need to do one as well.
I love the tsunami. Like, I use that on Tour 11.
Yeah, I need to turn that audio off. Sorry guys, I need to turn that was loud. Oh no, we have the tsunami now. Oh.
It's the accuracy 60. Each ring's 1.8.
Yeah, thank you for that. I don't use the rings.
Sorry.
Amelia, I think it's Ian that on your picture. Oh, Amelia is having her head in front of me.
I see that.
Or did hit it perfect at least. See, I don't know where I aimed. No, too far. Little kiddo.
That one almost in after one bounce though.
Yeah, that would be something. Oh, I did miss one. Nathan K. Thanks a lot for subscribing to the YouTube channel before, buddy. Sorry for missing that. Shino Losada. Thanks a lot for subscribing to the YouTube channel as well. So if you haven't done that already, do not hesitate to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. We're growing like crazy. So almost like over 11,000 people. When it comes to Twitch, hit that follow button on top of the stream. That is the heart button. And again, I want to make a big shout out to Brian Fletcher. I know I did that on the last stream as well, but he made a donation of almost $300. So thanks a lot, buddy, for that. Yeah, that was and that was off stream as well. So I was lost for words basically.
It's a pretty hefty chunk of change.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely, definitely. So that's why a second shout out is definitely. That is
close. A little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. But with side spin, that would have been perfect. Can I say hi, Amelia? She's a little bit tired. Let's see, where do you?
Dunks in the shootout, Steven says. I can do that.
Yeah, we can try it out. Absolutely. Yeah. It's
all right. Does everybody else want to see dunks? Type a 1 in the chat if you guys want to see dunks on shootouts.
Dunksy. So, did we miss anything up here? I'm going to see. Try to. There we go. Evie Gonzalez, hey my friend, welcome. And there we go. Hole 9 is going to be a pain in the pain in the butt in the tournament. How are we going to play for the eagle? Yeah, I would say we will not be able to. We should just be focusing on getting birdie basically. And go from there. We will have a long shot with a lot of curl and side spin for our second shot. Sorry, third shot. So if we get that one in, it is a little bit lucky. So I'm not going in hole 9 to get an eagle. I go in there to get the birdie. I don't know what you think, Cam, but it's.
I think hole 9. It's really going to depend on the wind. The wind of the hole. It's really hard to expect an eagle on hole 9. It's really hard to get to the green in 2. But if you can put yourself in a manageable spot with the big dog or the cataclysm for your third shot, it's going to be one of those make or break shots, basically. You know, the people that are going to win the golds and silvers and bronzes are going to be the people that can make eagle on hole 9, and then the people that are going to, you know, take just underneath banner are the ones that just barely miss out on it.
Yeah. Amelia. Amelia is trying to take the shot now. You're taking the shot, Cam, just so you know.
Yeah. Hopefully she makes it for me. Hey, she made it.
Oh, get in the hole.
Get in there. Nice shot, Amelia. High five. Yes.
Can you a high five, Amelia? Fan man. Boink. Oh. You guys are so cute. You guys are so cute. So I'm going to put this one in as well, and then we're going to try to dunk in the shootout then.
Oddot says, would you guys like to see losses where you really are each week to tighten the competition? I would say no, just because. Oh, we got to make sure we put top spin on it. So
we get out of bounds. Yeah, so we need to basically drop it or not. I've actually hole in one dunk this one before, one time.
One time?
Yeah. Amelia. Okay, you go. Okay, interesting. Interesting to see the landing here. Get in the hole.
Oh,
Get in the hole.
Just off. I think it was just the left. Let me see.
Yeah, I felt it was a little bit left, right? Amelia.
Like 1 point.
No, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit left. So I adjusted a little bit too much for the wind.
Yeah, and then I'm going to
say like 1.5 rings is about it.
Amelia, inte min näsa.
Already says buy a Gillette. No, man. No, I like it. I like it. Looks good.
Ah! I grated it. Oh, I felt that one was going to be good otherwise. Oh my god. Okay,
that one was a little bit left too.
Yeah. And I grated it on left side. Should we go like we try one more time to dunk, then we actually have to play it for real.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do that.
Or we maybe go for the dunk with backspin, so we actually get some normal holes as well. It's like
that works too.
We're good players, but not that good that we could order a dunk. What do you guys think of adding penalty stroke for water hazard shots?
Yeah, I like it.
Amelia. Yeah, I like it as well in one way, and in another way it's going to. I understand why we are not having it, because that would make people like rage quit and stuff like that more often and not feel joy in the game. If you lose one shot and basically have to start over, then I do understand why, but if we should be playing as it would be a real golf game, then we should be. Now I'm going to go with backspin. I'm going to win this one, just because of that. So.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I can also see it both ways. I think in tournaments it wouldn't be a bad idea to add a penalty stroke. Just because that's kind of how real golf is, but then again, you can see it on the side of like, it's an arcade game. You want people to play as much as possible. You don't want them to get mad as much as possible or upset or anything like that. So you can do it both ways. It would separate. It would put a little bit more of a skill gap in between players, because if like an average or sub-average person were to go into the water, that skill gap starts to increase little by little. So I can see merits, and I can see ways why you wouldn't want to do that. But at the end of the day, I really don't think that they'll do that, just to kind of keep the whole arcadey side of things.
Yeah, they would want people to feel like that they have a chance, even if they hit it into the water. So and not maybe lose the will of playing the game.
David says, how's the vaping going? Can't stand a cig anymore since you've started. It's going well for me. There was like a 3 or 4 day period where I ran out of juice, so like I ended up buying like a pack of cigarettes. I didn't smoke them as much, but I mean, if I have juice, like I don't smoke, so it's going really well for me. Going really, really well. I feel a lot better too.
Did you smoke before then? Maybe stupid question, but yeah.
I smoked for. I think I started smoking when I was 18. I quit when I was like 21. I quit for a good like 7, 8, 9 months or something like that. And then like my e-cig broke, and then I didn't go out and get a new one. Started smoking again, and then I just started quitting again within the last, like, I think it's been about a month or so. So, but it's been going a lot better, a lot better.
Nice to hear. Nice to hear. I did smoke once, like 2 cigarettes when I was 20 years old. And then I can take a cigarette when I'm out drinking. Otherwise, I've never tried anything like that. So I've been really focused on my football. Now I'm kind of fat instead. Yeah, so I'm not playing anymore. But yeah. Oh my.
I wish I never started, that's for sure. Man, oh man. Nasty habit. Nasty, nasty habit.
I just see the money. Like,
Yeah, that too.
yeah. Where do we have? What do you got? And then no. Okay, my friends. Again, a shout out if you haven't signed up for it. We're going to have a draw out if for people that wants to be my caddy in one of the tournament. Will be in pro or in expert tournament. Haven't decided yet, and will be now in this tournament the winter games. So check it out on the team page, Team Golf Clash Tommy. There are 50 spots, and then we're of course going to choose. Oh.
Right there.
Yeah,
like dance around the hole.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was really close. Yeah, and of course, if you want to try to sign up for that, please do. And I will be happy to get a caddy to tell me what to do. So we're going to put this one in, I hope. Yeah, I did. But I smashed it, you know. I thought I was going to miss that one. Eric is in the house. Welcome, brother.
I thought it was going to go past the hole.
Yeah, me too, like way out on the left side, so...
I don't think that I can do that. No, not so much.
Cam and Tommy, wouldn't it be a good idea to have option to drop if you go in water from tee or drop from the point you went into the water?
No, unless you want to do the penalty stroke system.
Yeah, exactly. So we have.
So should we try and dunk the first one, and then if we both miss, then just play it regular?
Yeah, absolutely. We need to. We said we should. Amelia, sitta lite still. Okay.
Jess said,
Amelia, sluta.
What in game or new emojis?
I'll try to. What did somebody say about new emojis?
Somebody said, well, Jesse said, has there been any talk about allowing chat in the game or new emojis?
Not that I've heard of. I know it has been reported there. I do feel the need of having like a mute option. So if you do mute, if you do have a person that emoji spams or something like that, you should be able to mute that person, so you won't be able to see. But in general, I do feel the emoji spamming. Amelia. I do feel that emoji spamming is in Tour 11 there may be a couple of them that are doing. This one looks good. That one was close. So I would say a mute button. People do want to it's like when I play Ian, I emoji spam him all the time. I remember that when we played the last time I called him every time he was going to take a shot, so I called him on my phone. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah, it is so bad. And he was like, he didn't want to play after that, so I understand.
I wouldn't want to play either, to be honest. What the hell, man? Why are you doing that?
I don't know. It just felt like I needed some easy wins, and now okay, I'm going to go with. I went with 3.
Those 3 take points really bad, huh?
Yeah, it's too bad when Amelia, sit still. Okay. Like it. Oh
no!
Oh, we wanted that one. Man. Should we maybe start, Cam, with going through the tournament holes?
Yeah. Let's hold up here real quick. Okay. Yeah. Which one obviously?
What?
Start with hole 1.
Yeah, I think so. It would be weird to start with hole 4, basically.
Yeah.
So it's so hope you guys are ready. Chris Lord, welcome in here, buddy. Thanks a lot for the kind words to both me and Cam. And we take Joseph Woolard first. Tommy and Cam, I'm so inconsistent in shootouts. I'm always going too far or undershooting. I use rings for win, which your video is awesome and helped. Oh!
Get those sirens out! Let's go! Yeah!
Oh, that's so epic. That's so epic. Oh, I loved it. Way to go, man.
Finally, we got one to go.
Yeah, like all the sirens, all the booms, all the ship-it-ins, like each, like everything. Come on, kill the chat, guys. Ah, that was epic. Well done.
Okay, so
okay.
we'll start with. Are we gonna do this? What division do you want to start with?
Yeah, I'm going to take Joseph there. When it comes to this part, Joseph, having problem with shootouts, you can message me, you can message Cam, you can message, make a post in Elite, or to Team Golf Clash Tommy on Facebook, and then we'll be able to help you there to maybe see a video or something like that. Yeah, hämta det då. We can start. It's like we can't take 10 minutes a hole, so we can just we can take it and go through a little bit quick with rookie and then pro and expert is the same then masters. We can start in the bottom. So hole number 1, Vindy on the acres, par 4, short par 4, and okay. What do you think about that, Cam? Is it a possible eagle hole?
Absolutely. I really don't. The only hole that I really don't see that is easy to eagle is probably hole, I think 6. But yeah, I think that hole 1 with a well-placed drive, it's going to leave you with an easy chip or an easy dunk. So hole 1 is basically going to be pretty close to hole 1 in the last tournament, to where your drive is gonna set you up to where you're either gonna have like a really easy chip or a really easy dunk.
Yeah, I totally agree. We'll see if we get tailwind. We're going to being able. I don't know if it's. I think it's slice, right? So we're going to be able to slice it to the green and stay away from the bunker. That is something that I will go for at least. Depending on the wind, I hope we'll see some like headwind or something. Otherwise, that will be a must eagle when it comes to the tournament, and that basically could summon up all the levels actually, because it will be short even if you are playing in masters, especially with an apocalypse level 5, 6, 7 or a Thor's hammer 5, 6, 7.
Yep. Get in there.
Yeah, get in there. He's on fire. Oh. But this one could be good anyway.
So close. Oh, we're so close sometimes.
I have to check out now, guys. Thank you for the cool tandem stream. This was awesome. Cheers. Yamahammer 128, and I know your name is James. Thanks, buddy. Have a great day. Should we go to probably the whole except for hole 9? Amelia. Should we go to the hole number 2, which par 3? This will be by far the toughest one, except for hole 9, to get people to get the ball up to the green. We'll see, especially with sidewind, I do think we'll see many people having a big problem getting the ball up to the green, like right to left sidewind we had when we played in Vine Valley.
Yeah, I would say with hole number 2, the close. Oh, that one's gonna roll back. Get off the green.
No.
Get off the green. Get off the green. Get off the green.
That was
close. I think with hole 2, the key is going to be not trying to make a hole in 1, but trying to give yourself an easy birdie putt. Hole 2 is going to be one of those holes where an eagle or a hole in 1 is going to be basically just icing on the cake. But this is going to be one of the holes where you're going to want to play it a little bit more safe than you normally would, like especially like if you take hole 2 versus hole 4, for example. So hole 4 is one of the other par 3s, but that one is it's going to be a lot easier to make a hole in one. So I say get aggressive with hole 4, but with hole 2, just make sure that you're playing it safe, or if you're going to be aggressive with it, make sure that you're using, you know, a Santa ball or a bobble ball,
Yeah.
or an eyeball or something like that with a lot of wind resistance.
Definitely. Don't the problem with those type of ball. I remember that from the last tournament, especially in Masters, we were like in between clubs when you used. So I went to go um, with a regular kingmaker because I did get in between clubs, and for me I did choose the rocket when I did play in Masters to just get the max backspin, let it bounce over, have the second bounce aiming right at the hole, and it was actually closer than what I thought in the. I'm going to 2.2. I'm going to go up almost full blue. Um, I do think otherwise the sniper should be good with pro and expert. If you're using, no, not even close. Okay, I was too much. Your time to ace it again. Yeah, I was happy with that putt. Did you see the putt, Cam? I made.
I missed the putt.
Yeah,
I was listening to what you were saying.
I
I
did.
wasn't.
I didn't even hit it great. I hit it way off on the right side, so it went up past the hole and fall back down. So it was.
I'm gonna have to watch that one back afterwards.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I went full blue, 2.2.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, you went a little bit too far on that one.
Yeah, but headwind is like so crazy when it comes to. I haven't got the dunks in when it comes to the sniper. Get in the hole, please. Take the second one. It looks good.
A little
I
short.
love it. Yeah.
A little bit short.
We have each one try left, then we backspin now. Okay, hole 2, hard hole. We can go with hole number 3. Par 5, first par 5. We do have the water, just like cutting the fairway in the middle, basically. I do feel like this is definitely an opportunity to make an albatross. I feel like if you can just get over the water for your drive, and here is also, I hope we get some headwind, because headwind means that we need to play ourselves up and then go with a long, wood club for the green. That will basically not kill the albatross, but it would definitely make it so much harder to even get the eagle. Amelia.
And I would agree with that. I would like to see. I think that the best way to do this would be to have helpful wind on the drive, and then maybe have like a sort of tailwind for the drive, and then maybe do like a headwind on the second shot. So either way, you can go for the albatross on the dunk, or sorry, not the dunk, but like hit the rough before the green, then pull it up. You can do it that way, or you can use like a guardian and do backspin.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I hope we will get sidewind on a second shot. Sidewind, it's so much easier. With headwind, the risk is that we go too short, or when we do hit the bounce, not the bounce, hit the rough, we will lose a lot of power because we hit the rough in a different way and be short and there to the rough or in the bunker. I remember it was really tough to get that one in because we got this power when shooting from that position, so we basically had to dunk it. I remember I dunked a rough iron shot from there. So, and as John says, it will be tailwind as usual. I bet. I do hope we will not see that, because I'm kind of tired of having it to be down to the people that makes it drop the most. I've been lucky enough to get good positions when it comes to that, absolutely, but in the end I do rather feel like we should be able to play like with the core basics in the game, hitting. Oh wow, sorry. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Amelia. So like the core basics in the game, hitting the fairway, hitting the green, and they go from there. So gonna see here. What do we have next, Cam? What do you have after your short hole 4? We go over and play a par 3 again. Now Amelia has the emojis here. See what she will see chooses. Vilken ska du trycka på med det? Of course she uses the poop emoji. I love it. I love it. So I'm just gonna curl a little bit around here to just get myself the dunk opportunity. Yeah, and she now
that was too perfect.
And
that was too perfect.
And now she said buys, and that's poo in English. So yeah. So yeah, hole 4, par 3. I do see people being able to get this one to drop. Actually, I do hope me myself gonna go for. I'm going to, of course, as always, I'm going to go for it. Like go directly onto the green using a lot of backspin. Get it there. If I remember it correctly, it was a wood club. We played even in Masters to get, especially when we did have some tailwind in Masters. So I don't know how you feel about hole 4, Cam.
Hole 4 is going to be one of the that's going to be one of the holes because there's normally at least like 1 to 2, maybe 3 holes that you kind of have to take advantage of, especially if you want to get into the top 5.
Yeah.
I think that hole 4 is going to be one of those holes. I'm probably going to go with Guardian and just throw it at the hole with a bunch of backspin and hope it lands fairly close to the hole. I know with this hole, it is wide open, so it is going to be you're going to have to add a little bit more wind. I believe it's like 1.5 to 2 miles an hour of extra wind you're going to have to add for that hole. But it is a makeable shot for sure.
Yeah. Definitely.
Especially if it's like a crosswind or something like that, you'll be able to dial it in on the first qualifying rounds and throughout your round as well.
Yeah, I think we will have crosswind on the par 3s. I don't think that will be changed because that, of course, with just tailwind or just backspin, we will see much more hole-in-ones, and I'm happy that we are not getting that one. Amelia Mina är där, ska du säga hej till henne? And Mina is my sister, as you guys know. Yeah, get this one in then. Yeah, I love it. You got so many sirens. I missed kind of every dunk, and it is really weird that we actually can't get any of the tournament holes. It is really weird. Yeah, that's the right emoji, Emilia. Yeah, she was sad.
She knows.
Yeah. So we do have hole number 5, one of the oldest, so to speak. We have been playing this one for a long time. Tough hole. Amelia. Now she just went out of the app, so I'm back again. So we need tailwind on our drive, otherwise we will not be able to reach into. That will not happen. So that is a tough one. So I hope we'll get tailwind because the second shot will be hard nonetheless. Actually, even though we make it over, we will have to bounce it over the rough or go directly into the rough or something like that. So
yeah, and on that hole, the key shot is going to be the drive. That's the absolute key to that hole. If you place yourself up close enough to the rough to where you don't have to worry about overpowering your shot or anything like that, especially with using the big dog and the cataclysm, if you don't have very good accuracy, you're not going to overpower, because if you do hit great, it's going to send your ball where you don't want it to go. So on that one, as long as you can place yourself far enough up to where you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to worry about your second shot, then you'll be good to go.
Yeah, I do remember. Amelia, don't emoji spam. I do remember that with Tailwind. I think we had no, I don't think. I know we had Tailwind in the last Masters one in the Wine Valley, and we with that was Amelia's fault. I do apologize.
No, that was my fault. I played that bad.
Yeah, I do remember we got we did get Tailwind, so you could play it basically two ways. You could max overpower with a Berserker to go directly onto the left side, but that would make you go into the rough, and then you could be able to reach from there. But it was a hard shot. Otherwise, you had to like overpower it like half and make like 3 in top spin, 4 bars in side spin to the left. I have a kind of a sick memory when it comes to stuff like that, so that's why I remember it.
Well, and it's really nice. It's really nice for like yourself and myself to where we can, like, if you do stream one of those tournaments, you can go back and watch that stream, and there's your help basically. You know, if the wins are the same, obviously, but it still gives you a really good idea of how you played it before, because you already have that video on your YouTube channel, so you can just go back and watch it.
Yeah, and for those that may haven't seen it, if you're playing Masters, I did had my dear cousin to take one of the old Vine Valley videos and to cut all the holes out from there. So there is tutorials from hole 1 to 9 on the channel in a separate playlist called Masters. And of course the quality is not the best in the world. Because it's old video and stuff like that, and sound is not the best one, especially on hole 2. But in the end, you will see a great way to play the holes and get some pointers. And maybe you don't have to use the first qualifier to practice tomorrow. But again, I do see yourself to miss the qualifier. Amelia, det är jag som spelar. Great show, guys, but Amelia is still in the limelight.
Yes.
Yeah, she never like do. I'm going to miss, so we can get to the shootout. It's funnier to get shootout.
Then let's move on to hole 6 then, right?
Yeah, part 4, Eagle Opportunity, I would say. That is.
Yeah, one's going to be one of the another key hole. Yeah. Where if you can make that second shot.
Definitely, the drive there is important. If you go into the rough and if we are not having like tailwind, we will not be able to reach even with the Nirvana. So that is so important to go on to the fairway. You can actually play yourself short. I'm going to try to do that if you are using like, I do have a dead ball, or we do have a snowman ball. We do have a fairway patch just like on the left side of the green that you can bounce on to bounce it over to the green, over the bunker. I haven't tried it that much, but yeah, it's not.
I think that one it's a fairly difficult shot if you do play it short.
Definitely.
Because I think it's kind of weird with the top spin and backspin with the sniper. I think it's like in one of those like in between, to where like if you hit the fairway or the fringe right past the rough, it sends the ball past the hole. But if you put too much backspin on it, you get into the rough. So it's kind of one of those like you can't really find a good spin ratio. But it is a doable shot. But it's just it's a difficult one. I think the best way to play that
hole. Chip it in. Yes, I got one as well.
Sirens.
Ooh, got one as well. And now Amelia can. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, I had. Dylan4614, thanks a lot for subscribing to the YouTube channel, buddy. Welcome. Awesome. Get in the hole. Can we get a double one? It looks good. It looks really good.
Oh.
No! Oh, no. Oh, what we want to have that one.
So close. It was right there. It's right there.
Yeah. And Amelia answers with that emoji. Ja. Ja. Ja, det var det Amelia. Okay.
Amelia's getting my head. She's sending all the...
Oh, that was nice to get one actually there. Thanks a lot everybody in the chat. I love to see all the booms, kapow, sirens like getting crazy. Yeah. Okay, hole number 7, Cam. Part 3, last part 3. Would we say that we will see many hole-in-ones in this one, or what do we say?
This is the golden shot hole, right?
Golden way back shot. Yeah, I think we have
they did a gold shot on this one, right? Yeah. This one, depending on the wind, if it's a crosswind, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get a hole in one.
Yeah.
But if it's a headwind or a tailwind, I feel like it's going to be a lot easier. The crosswind is going to be is what's going to if it is a crosswind, that's going to decrease the hole in one percentages by a lot. I feel like.
Definitely, definitely agree with you there. And just to take it from memory, when it was Masters time, played with the rocket to just go directly onto the green. Otherwise, of course, when you're playing pro and expert, you do play with the guardian or the sniper, depending on the way you wanted to play. If you want to play it directly onto the green, basically, or to the left of the bunker, to be more specific, you play with the guardian. Otherwise, you play with the sniper. Bounce it over to get the help from the ball guideline. So yeah, I would say rookie, pro and expert we would see hole-in-ones, but in Masters I do not see that many. Like having having crosswind, as you say.
Yep. Yeah, the key on that hole for Masters is going to be that one is going to be kind of like hole 2, to where obviously you want to try and make a hole-in-one, because that's going to be probably the second easiest hole to make a hole-in-one on. Yeah. On the course, but you also don't want to go into the rough or into the bunker right there. So that one's going to be one where you're going to want to play it more safe. So you're going to want to aim more to the left and then add some curl to it to bring it back. Did you just make that?
Boom! Yay!
Yeah, you dunked it too. Oh, son of a nutcracker. All right, here we go. Oh, it's only one wind. Oh, okay, so we're good too. Okay. Leave a spin on it just in case if we go out of bounds. We're gonna.
Yeah.
Big shot. No, take the shot.
What's happening? Can you take?
There we go. I don't know. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Oh!
Get in the hole!
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay, where... Oh, that's awesome. Get to the shootout. Maybe we can dunk it. Yeah, den där blir bra med den.
Can we get 4 in a row? 4 in a row?
That would be cool. That would be so cool. Just 1.1 as well. Should be able to be really... Oh, no, topspin. Okay, hole 7. Continue your talk about that. That was like...
Yeah, so that one on Masters, on Rookie, Pro, and Expert, it's going to be really easy to make the wind adjustments, because the wind isn't going to be that bad. So especially if you use like a bobble ball or a Santa ball or something like that, a par 3 ball, it's going to be a lot easier to ace. But if you are in Masters, that's going to be one where you want to play it more safe from your first bounce, and then use curl to get the ball where you want it to go. So that way, if you do miss the hole in one, you at least set yourself up with an easy birdie putt, as opposed to going too aggressive at the hole, to where it's going to be you put yourself in a risk of going into the rough or into the bunker, and then kind of like if you miss one of those shots, you take a par on the hole, and then it gets you frustrated on your round, and then it starts to kind of snowball from there.
Definitely, I think you covered basically everything that on hole 7. Now we want you to cover this one as well. I graded it.
Me too.
No, we get one other try. Did they take the tournament holes out of regular play? You guys have been on for an hour, and I played for but then I mean for an hour earlier. I did not see any. Now we on tour 7. I've been able to find the holes when I did recordings, but when it came to here on tour 2, I don't know how it is about people that has been playing the regular tour 2, but we have been playing friendlies, no one is getting them. So to be honest, I don't know. I do hope it is a mistake. If that's the case, because it's not fun for people that they don't are able to practice.
And okay, so did we go over hole 8?
No, we have hole 8 now.
Okay. Hole 8 is probably the hole off the pin. Hole 8 is going to be, again, I think you could make an argument that the drive and the second shot are going to be fairly similar of importance on that hole. The drive is going to be key to set yourself up with enough distance to the second shot to where you can make it up to the fairway on your second shot. The second shot you're definitely going to want to use the Guardian. Even with the sniper, it's not going to be enough backspin to where you're going to need more backspin, because you want to play it off that back hill and let it roll back down to the hill, or roll back down to the hole.
Exactly. That's why I did put in the Guardian in the club guide, because we do have distance with the Guardian, and we do have backspin with the Guardian as well. But the key shot is the drive again. It is a tough drive, and here I remember I had 12.5 miles per hour wind in my face in Masters. So then you need to max overpower. So I hope we will get side wind or headwind, otherwise the drive will be kind of easy. But yeah, we need to curl it in from left to right, and use some side spin to like straighten the ball up from hitting the fairway, as the fairway slopes from right to left. So yes, Andy Evans say right now when Cam is taking his shot, do not forget to hit the like button here on the video if you like the things that we are doing. Oh, fat away. So don't forget to do that. So we're going to go through hole 9, and then we're going to play this this hole, and then Cam is going to have some final words about his channel and how to find that. Amelia, can you take away the cow, please? Yeah, vänta. Just gonna play myself. Great. Yeah, so okay, hole 8, we have that one. Hole number 9. Hole number, get that one. Oh, bunker. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hole number 9. We have been talking about this before, and I can start talk about it when you making your dunk or something.
I can't dunk this one. I'll go off.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, then don't dunk.
I'll try this way. We're gonna have to do a little bit of curl so we don't hit the pin.
Yeah. So hole number 9, guys and gals, a long par 5. I don't see us making eagles on this one. In general, it's time to just focus to get a birdie. Oh no!
I tried to go around the pin to backspin.
That it was close. Would have been going in.
I
If
hit
it
the pin.
didn't, yeah. Okay, I made it for Papa Skjuta 4. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely on hole 9. The goal is going to be birdie.
Yeah.
If the key to this one is not going to be the drive, the key is going to be the second shot. It depends on what wind you're going to get. The second shot is going to be the most important shot, because there is a chance, because there's the rough right by the bunkers on the left, and there's the rough that comes out on the right and the left side, and you have to play straight through. So if you've got the Cataclysm 5 or like the Big Dog 7, you'll have enough topspin to get through that. But if you don't get through and you do hit the rough, you're going to have a really weird and awkward third shot with your long iron. So make sure on that shot that you are far enough to the left for your third shot, so you don't have to be bothered by the trees that are in like the front of the green that come out towards the fairway. If you do get too far to the right, you're going to have to like curl around those trees, and that's when eagles get really, really tough on that hole.
Definitely. So yeah, I don't have much to. Oh, Amelia, she's starting to get heavy. I don't have much to say to like complete with that. I think we covered all the holes. We have all been playing these holes before, so it is again, as Otis says, that he can't practice for it in Tour 2. I understand. We both understand that. It's too bad that we can't do anything about it, but that is definitely something that I will, for my part, and report to Playdemic that I hope that is some kind of mistake in some way, because it's not cool to not let people practice before the tournament.
Right, and especially if somebody doesn't have Tour 7 unlocked,
yeah,
they basically really don't have a way to practice for it, you know. And like they said, like they've had, you know, a lot of issues and a lot of bugs and stuff like that the past week. So like this, it may not be like that high on their priority list, but if you think about it, it kind of should be.
Yeah.
Because they do have to practice for the tournament.
And the tournament is important for people, and that is, of course, people buy the tournament packets and stuff like that, and less people that play well in the tournament, less people buy the package. Like,
yep.
So, and all Smash_it_gaming. Thanks a lot for following the stream on Twitch, buddy. Welcome. Get in the hole. So we
I don't think either one of us made a dunk on that one yet, have we?
No, I think no. Not even one of us has been close. No, it'll get that like slow motion. Okay, guys, that was basically a quick brief through the tournament and the holes. Do you have any question for us now? In the end, we're going to play this shootout. So if you do have any questions now, just bring it in the chat. Twitch and YouTube doesn't matter, of course. Just you need to have a question. Yeah, that was a weird thing to say in the end. That was really weird.
That's okay. We all can't make sense all the time.
Nah, too bad. I hit it great. I hate when I hit it great. Yeah. Vi ska göra det alldeles strax. Sakalak 1515, welcome in here, buddy, for the end. And of course, when Cam tries to dunk this one in as the last shot when it comes to the regular game, then we have some words to say. Huh? Yeah, that. So we're just gonna take a meter down. There we go. Yeah, I would like to say that this was the first of hopefully many Team Tommy Invitational stream. We do have a few people booked already, and next week we're going to have RJTV live here on the channel, and I hope you will be here for that as well. I think it's important to try out different things when it comes to streaming, get to know different people, and I think it has been working well with the audio, with the camera, with everything basically, and I think that's nice. Also, the thing that I do want you to sign up for is the drawing of being my caddy for pro or in expert tournament. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to play all of the divisions this tournament as well. So you will be my caddy. You will be choosing the clubs for me, and then of course, pump me up before the holes. So sign up there on Team Golf Clash Tommy page, or just check for the post on Golf Clash Elite. So, my friends, I will leave the words to Cam. I do want you, Cam, to describe how could people find you and why should they basically look for you?
Yeah. So like Tommy, I do a lot of live streams. I post a lot of tutorials, a lot of guides on my site. If you guys search on YouTube, the T-Box, so you guys can see it right there. Just search for the T-Box or Cam Elvestedt for the T-Box. My last name is a little bit weird to spell, so I would just suggest searching for the T-Box. It'll be the first thing that shows up. You guys can subscribe there. I will be doing streams on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday upcoming this week, so make sure you guys do subscribe. I will do a stream on Thursday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll do the opening round, or sorry, the opening round. Friday, I'll do 2 streams. That'll be at 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those will be the weekend rounds, and then, sorry, the other opening rounds, and then on Saturday I do all three of my weekend rounds on the same day. So that'll be noon, 5, and 9. So a lot of content coming up. Search the T-Box on YouTube, hit the subscribe button over there, and then you guys will get notified when I post videos, go live, and all that kind of stuff.
Awesome! Hope everybody get it. I'm a subscriber myself, so if you're watching this, jump over, hit that subscribe button. You will not get disappointed. And of course, if you haven't subscribed here to the channel, you can do that. You know how to do it. And of course, for you that watch this video afterwards, do not hesitate to make a comment in the comment section. And if it is directed to Cam, he will of course try to jump in and see if he can answer it. Otherwise, I will answer it. I am going to stream the tournament as Cam. We'll be back tomorrow for the qualifying round for at least rookie and pro, maybe also rookie, pro, and practice masters, maybe also expert already tomorrow. So it will be a long stream for the qualifying round. So we will see you the next time, I guess. I will let Cam use my catchphrase now in the end, because we are here on this channel. So Cam, tell the guys in chat, what do we say when we leave the stream?
Adios, guys, and happy stroking.
Happy stroking, guys.